So microplastics are really bad for you, but your diet may actually impact how bad they are for you. This is really, really cool. So a new study just came out showing that nanoplastics have diet-dependent impacts on our digestive system health, okay? The healthier your diet is now with lots of fruits and vegetables, the less the microplastics are going to negatively impact you. And on the converse, the worse your diet is, the more of a Western diet you have, the more microplastics are going to negatively impact you. Okay, so we've already known that microplastics are linked to colon cancer, ulcerative colitis, and lots of other digestive issues. Okay, that's because when we consume microplastics, they damage and destroy the bacteria that lives in our gut. Now, that bacteria, known as our gut microbiome, that impacts our immune system and our overall health. In fact, the more bacteria you have in your gut microbiome and the more diversity you have, the stronger and healthier you are. So by microplastics disrupting your gut microbiome, like this is a huge negative impact. However, this kind of shows that the healthier you are and the healthier your gut microbiome already is, the more it's going to be able to withstand the damage that it gets from the microplastics that you eat. So gut barrier integrity was altered, an effect that was amplified in mice consuming the Western style diet, right? Gut microbiota composition was also changed. Exposure to low doses of nanoplastics disrupted fat metabolism regardless of diet, but glucose intolerance was more pronounced in mice consuming the Western style diet. That may be one of the reasons that microplastics are linked to diabetes and other like glucose and sugar issues. The above changes were associated with greater mass gain in the mice, right? That means they gained weight. And we already know that microplastics and the chemicals in plastic are associated with weight gain and obesity, right? A Western style diet was defined as definitely having higher amounts of meat, far lower amounts of fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, right? And it didn't have a lot of natural dietary fiber. There were impacts in the gut microbiota that could potentially lead to an increased risk of colon cancer. Like some of the mechanisms were there as it was breaking down the gut barrier, right? Once that barrier becomes completely broken down within your gut and your colon, that is what could ultimately lead to colon cancer. So like the beginning stages of it were here within the study.